Welcome, everyone. We have another live watch party. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you. Uh, Anyone watching on the replay, thank you for coming in, checking it out. It's like your second chance. If you missed the live, you can always watch it on the replay. We were live yesterday for Tudum. That stream is no longer available. Netflix it gets a little copyright crazy, so it's blocked. I may appeal it, just so you know. I figured why not, because I didn't really show that much. It was pure reaction and everything. So we'll see if they do it, but I figure maybe it's worth an appeal because it was a good stream. Hayden had dropped in, was just sort of answering some questions back and forth. He was teasing me if I had the title of the first episode. He assures us the title is not to be determined. So who do we have here? Aziz. Hi, back to you. Ben Metello. Yo. Charlie, hey. That was L. People thought there was going to be a teaser. Well, if anyone listened to me, they wouldn't have thought that. I didn't expect much. Like Amy, if you know her, she's kind of big in the fandom. Sabrina Obscura is her Twitter. She said like something like a blooper reel, which I thought was like a very possible, like a blooper reel, made sense to me. So it ended up being more than that, like something a little better. So it was good. If you weren't expecting much, it was a little bit better than what you would have expecting. But yeah, there was just a lot of people thinking it was like you're saying there, Sensei Kid, like a teaser or some sort of season 6 news. It's like, no, it's not going to be any season 6 news. There's really no news to give. They only filmed one episode, then they had to shut down. So it's kind of like they're in this tough spot. But yeah, and looking back on it, what we did get kind of made sense. Ben, you don't know why people thought it. I can't. Ben, I don't know. People like, they let their imagination get wild, and their hopes dictate, their expectations, I guess. So it's like you're hoping and you're imagining something really cool, something big, the unknown, right? Like a present that's still in the box wrapped up with a bow on it, right? Is in a way more exciting than the present that you've already opened, right? Because it's that anticipation, right? So a present, that's still wrapped up, like, oh man, that's so exciting. You want that, like you're just ooh. But so you're imagining the best. You're imagining the best. Sometimes if you're like in a relationship or something, like sometimes like you're imagining like, what is my girlfriend or significant other, my boyfriend, whatever, like what are they planning for my birthday or an anniversary or whatever? Like what do they got planned? And like sometimes you're imagining the best, and sometimes you imagine maybe a little too much. And it's just kind of the same thing, like they're just kind of like imagining something really big. I mean, some people seem to be offended when I was like, guys, it's not going to be that big. Like they like took it as a personal attack, which I don't know why, but that's just because when you're excited, you don't want anyone to throw cold water on that. You want the fire to burn. Let the fire burn, like let the fire burn. Oh, it's so exciting. But so someone's saying, no, it's not going to be that. Yeah, it's like they're throwing cold water on your fire, and that's not fun. So I guess that's why people took it personally. But so it ended up being um, better than I expected. Not as good as what many were hoping for, but it was a little fun. It was fun. Um, I was hoping they would announce the 2-part 15. Yeah, it's still too early for that. And those things may not even be finalized. They may have something in mind, but it may not be finalized. It's still way too early for that. That's not going to come until after they've wrapped principal photography. Like it's just that's the thing. Like if you just like look at how um public relations and like marketing is for other shows. Like look how other shows are. Um they don't announce like you're saying a 2-part season in 15 episodes like that. It's going to be like as a surprise like in the middle like that. It's possible it would depend. Like if they may announce that when they renew it. Um sometimes something like that gets announced when they renew it. I feel like it happens more often if it's going to be like less like like we're taking like 12 episodes and splitting it into 2 seasons or something which they've done. I'm specifically thinking of like Game of Thrones. They made it a season 8. It could have been a long season 7, but they had a season 8 instead. Um but so I think what we got made sense. And I'll get to it. I'll get to it in a minute. Bren Rollins, you think Allie will be back for season 6? Yeah, maybe a cameo, 1 episode for some reason, some reason to get everyone back together. I think so. Bren, you're on Instagram. You do the fan recreations, don't you? Aren't you? You're the one that does it with your sister. You did some of the fight scenes and stuff. Um, sure, yo, and Lisa here. Hello. Hello, back to ya. Do. Thank you for coming in, Lisa. Okay. So, they didn't show anything good. Well, yeah. I mean, but you weren't gonna get anything good. It's still like too early for teasers. It's still too early for anything specific about season 6. It's just too early for that. So here, let me show you guys here. You do post about Cobra Kai in your story. Wait a second here. Let me show you. I'm gonna go to that. So this is the clip, right? All getting together. So like this whole thing, right? And which like if you were watching it live, I was saying this is purely for marketing. Like this isn't like something they would normally do. This was clearly just like for the marketing of it. And interesting. And Hayden even confirmed that, like in the stream yesterday, Hayden was like, "Yeah, this was just for marketing." But what I realized is what they were doing. They were filming like the table read, and this is like a very common thing that marketing people do. For like a last season or last episode. And I'll talk about this in the when I get a video out. I'm just so busy, but what am I looking for? Sorry guys, I'm trying to find Um, but like a lot of times for like last episode, they they like to film like the table read, like Game of Thrones did that, Breaking Bad, certainly any big show. Um, so that's what this is, and this we'll probably see more of this read later, after closer to the season, or even after the season drops, as like the special features, behind the scenes of the finale, the last season. So this is all part of probably a bigger marketing push for the last season that is very common, that a lot of networks and whatever do. They film like the table read and get these reactions, and they do that. HBO, AMC, they all do that. So, for a big show, they try to get these moments. It's all for marketing purposes, right? Like Hayden said. So, I was looking, see this, he's using this pink one, but actually, if you go back, like, look, there's another one here. Like, there's all these cameras here. This isn't the one. This is by Tori, well, Peyton. And here's like another camera. It's kind of weird. Like, why are there's all these cameras and they're like different cameras? I don't get it. That's the other one. So, kind of weird. There's the camera. It's by Dallas. It was like sitting here. I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, Dallas is pretty tall now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he grown. It's been a few years. He was like 14 when he was first cast. I think 13, 14. And that was um I guess what, the beginning of 2021, um for season 4. So yeah, he was, it's been 2 years, but like that's, for most guys, that's a big 2 years, like your first year in high school. The difference between like a high school freshman and a high school sophomore is actually pretty significant, for a guy. So yeah, so he's kind of grown and filled out there. He's taller than Sholo. Crease and Silver were not. Yeah, it is as Hayden said, it was a marketing thing a few days before the April 27th. They started shooting like 4 days later or something. Um, so it was like a few days before. So not everyone was able to be there. You know, um, Ultimately, not everyone was able to be there for that. So, but yeah, like I said, I think we'll see more of this later on in special features or something. We went through it yesterday. Um, like this 601. Bob Dearden wrote it. Let me show you something that I was like looking at. Hold on. Shoot, where did like, look at this guy. Like, it's just like, I don't know. I thought it was weird. Is he like drawing abs on him or something? Like, what is that? I think it's just kind of weird. I guess that Gianni drew that. Dallas is taller than you, Keeman. Yeah, I'm sure maybe he is, but you may still grow a little bit. Hoping to see more Robbie Daniel scenes. The relationship has faded over the course of the seasons. Um, it could be, but many people would cite season 5, episode 6 there. At the dojo in Mr. Miyagi's room as a really nice moment between Robbie and Daniel. Um, so yeah, that's for sure. Vanessa Rubio will have more of a role this season. Will she's going to have the pregnant wife, whatever storyline, because Carmen's pregnant. So on the one hand, that's a way to give her like story and footage, or footage sounds weird, but like, screen time, because you're dealing with that stuff. On the other hand, um, it's also a way to remove her from like fights or something because she's pregnant. Well, I can't go out. I'm pregnant. Um, so we'll see. She'll have some moments, I'm sure. Carmen and Amanda. We need more like Carmen and Amanda to get along, and Vanessa and Courtney seem to get along too. So I think this setup's interesting that they put Sholo in the middle here, but like it was like a way to balance this table. Like they could have Ralph and Billy side by side, but like if there's like 5 people, it doesn't fit. So they could have 4 people, but then they got to put like someone else. It like doesn't fit. So like this is like a way to balance the cast. Kreese versus Silver, episode 5 fight. I think that's a little early. You're welcome, Keeman. Maybe you will grow a little bit more. We'll see. Daniel Chosen Mike will fight Kreese in the LaRusso house. More fighting in the LaRusso house? Boy. Tough home. Training scene with the Miyagi Fang students in Okinawa with a beautiful score. I sure could. That sounds very beautiful. Don't you think? I think that sounds great. Oh, look at his shirt. I didn't even realize he's got a quick silver shirt. Someone's got to rep Terry Silver. This is a diamond ring, I think. 1, 2. I was gonna say, is that 5 diamonds or 4? 2, 3, 4 with gold. Interesting ring he has. Anyway. Is episode 1 filmed? Yes. Episode 1 is in the can. They've done some post-production on it too. Like Hayden said, the editor went through and edited it. But that's not finished, because usually the way it works is the editor makes a cut of the episode, call it the editor's cut, and then he shows it to the showrunners. He would show it to John, Josh, and Hayden, and they would give their notes like, "Oh, more of this, more of that, less there. Can we change this a little?" And then the editor goes back, but due to the writer's strike, they can't give notes like that. So that's where it is. Episode 1 will be 39 minutes. I think that's a little long. Let me show you. I was actually looking. Where is it? Uh, I was trying to. Ooh, we need to try and check out that. Well, we'll look at that later. I was trying to get a rough count of the picture of the pages, and like I figured it. I thought the script was maybe around 30 pages. It's hard to see. I can't find it. Maybe it's when Gianni's reading. But like you can try and get a little bit more. Um, sorry guys, I'm just trying to like. I mean, I think that's like a few pages because I feel like it's around 30 pages. Um, maybe a little bit more. But maybe a little more, but not significantly more. When do you think season 6 will release? Yeah, I mean, as we say, if they're going to be in production for almost 6 months, give or take, a lot of post production. I think a year from now, at the earliest. You know, but they got to wrap up the writer's strike. They got to do some other things. I think Miguel will not go to college. That's possible. Sinkit is asking about bringing dojos back. That's true, but remember, there's no other American dojos. No American dojos ever participated in the Senkai Taikai. So Locust Valley and the others, they're not going to be there. Kim Da-eun versus Simmons, maybe, but there was a little bit of that already in season 5. So you think Sam and Tori get injured from Kim Da-eun and don't compete? So it'll be up to Miguel, Hawk, and Robbie. I guess that's possible. It's certainly possible. Oh. Hmm. Let me go back. I'm just curious if we can get this. Um, let's see here. Hold on, guys. Let's see if we can get this. I'm going to move to this one real quick. Pull up. Mhm. Do, 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 do. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay, guys, let's come back to this. No, hold on. Okay, so that's Mary's script. Hmm. I would say Cobra Kai Dojo. Is that what you think that says? What do you guys think this says here? Um, let's do this. Like, what is this? That's actually. Oh, so this is a hyphen right here, right? Um, hmm. I wonder if that even. I feel like that could even be her line. That could even say Samantha. I think in the scripts, they do write her name out as Samantha. They don't write Sam. They write out Samantha. Something something dojo. But yeah, it's super blurry. Yeah, I know. Um, actually, let me. There. Has anyone seen the Flash? I haven't. I kind of always liked the Flash, but like I never liked like Ezra Miller's take on it. Come on, Joe's. Yeah, I do think that's her line. Who is a short name? I mean, there's a lot of people. It could be um, Bert. It could be Robbie, Miguel, Tori. Who is it? Who is a short name? Like if this is Samantha, Hawk. Hawk is also a short name. Um, Kenny Tori. Yeah, yeah. It could be Hawk. Um, so that. But I want to know. I want to know where this scene is. Actually, it's actually there's a lot written here, which is actually interesting. For a like a header or a scene. Um, maybe something written on screen. Bert won't die. Yeah, Bert won't die. Um, what else? Who else had something on this? Hmm, difficult to say. I think. Yeah, I don't think this is Tory. Um, the way the letters look, I don't think that's a Tori. I don't think because I don't think that's a T. Um, but I don't know. It's so. Why does it look like this? Hmm. Um, yeah. Yeah, I think it's Hawk. I think it's Samantha talking to Hawk. And then Dimitri's line is like later down because this is the part of the where they're like talking you know oh, I feel like that's maybe a little bit more clear. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Let's see this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna move back to this one real quick. Here we go. Clockwise. Sorry. Ooh. Ooh. um, hold on. Let's go up here. Can we make this out a little bit better? Um, let's see. Exterior. That's an XT. So EXT exterior. This looks like an N. Will come out 3000. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Hawk should have a green mohawk. Yeah. Like that's an N, right? Nitya. Help me, guys. It's like such a long name for a location. Like you would put like it would say normally, um, just so you like it would be written like this, like this. It would be written like can't see it. It's um like exterior. It is Miyagi Do. Okay, yeah, it's an M. That must be Miyagi Do. As I was writing it, Miyagi slash Do Dojo. Okay, so right, so yeah, it's got to be Miyagi Do. You're right, Joey. So that's what the heck. And they're outside. They're not inside for whatever it's worth. Miyagi Do Dojo. Um, what I don't know is what this says. So what does this say? Um, karate. We'll come up. I'll come back to this. I've been. There was just like Father's Day stuff. By the way, happy Father's Day if we have a father, any fathers in the chat. And like I've just been busy doing stuff with like family or something. I haven't had much time. This word is karate. You think that says Johnny? It could. A full page. Yeah, I think and I tweeted this, Sinkit. One thing I tweeted is it would have been nice maybe to get that first episode title. Um So, I could say expanding game dev padding. Oh, maybe it's um do you hate these? Like neither like nor dislike them. There's just all sorts of theories about like the tournaments and such. Do I hate this theory or that theory? It's not really an issue. Like, um, backyard. Okay, I got it. Now I get it. Now I get it. Tudum was the worst of the three. I thought it was decent. I think in general it's always a little underwhelming. like they really had nothing to give for their biggest shows. They had nothing to do for Wednesday. They read fan theories, whatever. They had nothing for Stranger Things. They announced Linda Hamilton, but they didn't even give it like a character name or anything. Or they just said joining the cast. So it's not really that big. They had nothing for that. Um, they did have some stuff for The Witcher, but that whole thing is awkward because Henry Cavill is leaving the show, and people are just disappointed with it and frustrated with it. It's like I'm done with this, which I get it. So um so at least show the first 3 episode titles. Yeah, but see, they want to hold some stuff for later, right? Stranger Things is going to be in production for a freaking year. So the only good stuff. Yeah, I agree. Like, and then there's just so much stuff. Like, no matter how big of a Netflix fan you are, there's just going to be stuff like you don't care about. Um, what did they have? Some sort of like love or dating show? Like they had this whole thing with like love and dating, and you're just like, oh my god. Um, it's like, come on, like who cares? Um, I guess they had the Last Airbender, which I mean, I never watched the Last Airbender. The Avatar show. It's like I don't necessarily care about a live action version of that per se. I don't know. I mean, if I watch it, I'll probably rather watch the original. Um, you're missing my comments, bro. Hold on, I'm not off topic. I'm not sure what you are talking about. But I wasn't reading the comments carefully, dude, a few minutes ago because I was else looking elsewhere. Love is blind. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man. You're just kind of like annoying me. Like, I feel like Netflix wants to be, like just their own thing where people are wrapped up in their own Netflix world and are super fans and, okay, but like, um, that's not really the case. It's like I'm not like a Netflix fanboy per se. Like, they have some good stuff. They shouldn't have hyped up the fans. Well, I mean, that's why some fans like yours truly were trying to be more cautious, don't get overexcited. But um in the end, people get People get mad at you for telling them not to get overexcited. Like, jeez. Avatar: The Last Spinner was the only thing. Yeah. What do we do? Why didn't they drop a trailer footage of that? Like that's completed, right? That's like on its way to being released. They should have dropped something instead of they just bring the cast out. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so over it. Are you even human? How have you not watched it? I guess you're talking about Avatar. You should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I watched like like I saw like the first episode or something a while ago. Um, but I never went on. People have suggested it to me for now, like releasing 3 episodes of time. Yeah, exactly. What was it? Was it last year? It was Geeked Week or something. They had they did have when they dropped uh trailer, didn't they? No. No, one of them they dropped the announcement trailer. Um I guess that was for season 4. That was the date announcement. It was the date announcement teaser trailer. So I guess that would have been in 2021. Um, and it was December 31st. So yeah, that was the date announcement teaser trailer. Was at I can't remember, Geeked Week or whatever the hell it was. Um, so that was that was decent because it was like a teaser trailer, so that was that one. Geeked Week was 2021. Yeah, yeah, about a year and a half ago. Well, over a year and a half ago now. You grew up on Avatar? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did. I mean, I know it's popular. The movie disappointed some people. It just didn't quite capture the magic. People were hoping it would, I guess. So, but I don't know. I don't know. Like Netflix carpet bombed that Cowboy Bebop. That was a popular anime that they were making into a live action, even starring what's his name, who was in Harold and Kumar. But that like massively bombed and got canceled. Um, so you know, hopefully it doesn't bode well for Avatar. I mean, it's a different crew, so hopefully it'll do better. At one point, uh, the original creators of Avatar were working with them on this live action adaptation, and they left the project, citing creative differences or something. I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know. Um, you know, then there were like leaks. They were upset about the casting or something, but I don't know. It didn't really make any. I don't know. It didn't really make any sense to me. Um, like so, uh, but I thought it worked. Um, I don't know. I don't care. Like I'm not excited for that. Like what are there any shows? The only thing I'm excited for coming up is what you call it? Um Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. in a couple of weeks. So we mentioned the Flash. Like, I don't care about the Flash. Like, for some reason, I like the Flash, but Ezra Miller never worked for me. I don't get it. Um, and even less so now that he's like apparently weird. Like, and someone, you mentioned Michael Keaton is back as Batman, which is kind of interesting, but like his Batman movies never really connected with me. I haven't seen them in years. I really don't even remember them. Um, is it that good? I don't remember. It seemed like the only Batman movies I liked were the Christopher Nolan ones. Like he's eating chocolate. There you go. Legend of Korra sucks. The original was the best. Interesting take. I thought my understanding was people liked Legend of Korra, but I can't say I know for sure. Kristen wants us to know Hawk is cute. Hawk is cute and hot. Can you be? Let's look. Can you be cute and hot? Is this cute and hot, Kristen? I was going to point out. It doesn't say Eli. It says Hawk. Ralph tweeted what right now. What did he tweet? What did Ralph tweet? I don't see Ralph tweeting anything. I follow him, but I don't. God damn it. Hold on. I didn't tweet anything. No, he didn't. He tweeted 22 hours ago about the table read. That's it. There is only one Hawk. There's only one Hawk. There's only the Hawk. I'm sorry, only the Hawk. You are correct, Gabe Patty. There is only the Hawk. Whoever said Ralph tweeting is like, yeah, guys, don't do that to me because I'll stop and I'll check to see if it's for something to, bring up. But I do think episode 1 is a big episode. And I'll talk about this when I get my video up. But Bob Dearden, he's the guy they give to write like the big climactic episodes. He's written episodes 5 and 10 of seasons 3, 4, and 5. Like he just writes these climactic episodes, and John, Josh, and Hayden love his take on those for the big ones. So the fact that they moved him and they have him writing episode 1 shows a few things. First off, it is a long season, right? So he's getting an episode up front, and 2, if episode 1 will have a feel of a previous episode 5 or episode 10, just like a big climactic something, because that's what they would use him for. They would use Bob for that. Do you think anyone else is going to stay at the dojo in season 6? Like to sleep? I don't know what you mean. In which dojo? Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do? I'm not sure what dojo you're referring to. I don't think anyone's sleeping at a dojo. Unless like Kreese is sneaking around, he may. But like that's it. Season 4, episode 1 is the best episode. Yeah, well, in season 1, episode 1. Season 4, episode 1 is actually very phenomenal. It's almost an overlooked episode. It really is. Yeah, one of the better episodes is season 4 too. Watch party. Do you think the threat of an actor strike will force the studios to accept the writer's deal, and the actors clearly want production? Um, I think it all plays in. I think Bialik here. I think it all plays in. I think basically while there's differences, there are similarities in what they're after, especially in terms of residuals. And I think the studios were always going to like essentially negotiate the two of them together. So that's something that was going to go on. So they were going to negotiate them together, which is why I always thought it would come to that, and then they would find some sort of common deal together for everyone. Which is why I've been kind of predicting a resolution in July. But we'll see. Return to Silver, Robbie beating the whole dojo, Danielle and Johnny teaming up. One of my first series. Yeah, it is. Pretty much good. Good stuff all the way around. It's a really good episode. It's also, as of now, it's the last episode written by John, Josh, and Hayden. They're good writers. I like when they put out DJ Club Rules. No worries about being late. I was almost kind of thinking, like, I thought the stream more or less went really well yesterday. I was almost thinking, like, do you guys prefer the stream on Saturday as opposed to Sunday? Like, maybe we get more people on Saturday. Maybe more people are free. Like Sunday afternoon is kind of like an interesting time. I don't know. Like people are doing stuff Sunday, but maybe people are doing stuff Saturday. Maybe or Sunday evening. I don't know. Some people do stuff. I kind of picked this time somewhat haphazardly. I was just like looking at like when people were online or something. So also, guys, how do you like this format of the stream? I'm using StreamYard now as opposed to Streamlabs, but it allows me to put the full comment up like this with your picture and everything. This slideshow like I made, and I could expand this later. I may make a bigger one. People talked about making one through the whole series. This is only like 8 or 9 episodes of like seasons 3, 4, and 5. I kind of just used what I had. Not to get too into it, but like, yeah, I just kind of like used what I had, throwing this together relatively quickly. But if you like this format, I currently don't have the music going. We could get the music. This is just like the generic music that's in there. That's there. But I could upload the one I already have that maybe you guys have heard. A little background music. Means they aren't regulars. Hayden specifically said it was a marketing thing and not everyone can make that. They shot it like 4 days before principal photography. So not everyone can make it. Do you now reconsider your team tournament theory? No. Quite the contrary. I think it's almost solidified by Dimitri's line. Um, he talked about the internal fame or whatever it is for whoever wins. What's the music for? Just the previous music that I always had under on the live stream. Lackvierdeo, why you ignoring me? I'm not. I don't always see everything. Why? You want to know who will win Miguel season 2 or Johnny season 1? Johnny would. What kind of question is that? Ask a better question though. Watch Party gotcha. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Is like, yeah. I mean, there's definitely like individual fighters, obviously, but definitely like there's fame to the whole dojo. Fame to the whole dojo. So that's a big part of it. I mean, it's sort of the same way like a sports team, a football team, whatever, wins a championship. Obviously, the whole team wins the championship, but at the same time, some players on the team may be the superstars and get super famous or something. It's the same concept except with like a dojo. Um, the whole the dojo wins the championship or the Sekai Tekai as it is, but then maybe there's some individual fighters that get super famous. It's just think of it like a sports team. Something season 6 you think won't happen despite everyone wanting it. Um, um, Not necessarily. Who would win? Just throwing out your hypotheticals. Miguel season 3 would beat him. Except, well, season 3 that's after he's out of the hospital. But by the end of Miguel season 3, Miguel, who's still paralyzed, yeah, he would probably lose. It would be close because Kyler's a clown, but he would still lose. You're the best around. Something like that. They've said from the beginning they have an idea for it. What that idea is, we don't know. Nate asks, "Who's your favorite character?" Um, I've said things, like I like Hawk, Johnny, Miguel are some tops. I like Kreese and Terry Silver. Um, Barnes was fun, but he was only in there a little. Chosen was great. Daniel's good. Um, those are some of the top ones. Oh, Robert asks, so are you seeing best of the best type point system or still a 3-point system? I guess still a 3-point system. It is what they did in the tryouts, right? Who is your favorite character? Chosen is the best. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun for sure. Okay, guys. Okay, Keeman, thank you about Josh. I know you've mentioned it, but who do you think will utter the final line of the series? How about Mr. Miyagi in some sort of flashback voiceover or something? You like Sean the best? Yeah, Sean was good. I think he could be in season 6. Nothing major, but like as a returning sort of role cameo. He talks some sense into Kenny. I think something like that. Will Chosen watch Love is Blind? Um, they may be too busy, but if he's watching something, that could be it. That could be it. You're right. How long do you think the writer's strike? I think I think as of now, I suspected something wraps up next month, sometime in July. I can't say, specifically. And I think it coordinates with the actor's strike. Um, it finishes off a little bit after the actor's strike does, right? Keeman, you don't have to tell us about who's in your high school or your school or something. It doesn't matter. Don't You don't need to bring that into the chat. Hopefully it ends early, but nothing's good. Yeah, yeah, essentially. And I'll have a video out of that soon. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off right now. I got more stuff to do tonight. It's Father's Day, and I want to get at least a little bit of a breakdown video on some of this stuff. I Great chat. I hope you're enjoying slightly different format. I mean, it's the same thing, but I'm just using different software. I think it's maybe better, but I pay money for this, so I want to use it. uh, Otherwise, I'll be back next week. Let me know what you think. Please leave a comment, leave a like. Uh, yeah, next time. And I'll see you guys at the next watch party. Take care.